You know, being a fan of this NBA basketball experience that we call NBA 2K23 My Team is starting to become a taxing experience in general. Because every time I think, like, yo, maybe, just maybe they'll do something correct, we get playoff super packs. Hate it here. Oh, and if you thought for a second it was a giant super pack filled with every version of every player that's currently in the playoffs, you would be wrong because it's literally just the playoff cards. Instead of making it a, I don't know, dude, a grind so that we could get these cards or anything like that, they're selling super packs. These are actually so much worse than you imagine, too, because, like, God, you only have a 75% chance of getting an amethyst at this stage, which is nuts, man. I'm pretty sure in last season's super packs, I don't let me check. Let me check. What's the lowest you could get in season 5 super packs? Pretty sure the lowest card you could get was a pink diamond, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, a diamond. That's right. The new edition diamonds were in here. These ones, the lowest you can get is a ruby, and you'll get the ruby very often. All right, let's look at the odds. Oh god. All right, 100% chance to get a ruby. God, I would hope so. 75% chance to get a amethyst. Still less than a 50% chance to get a diamond, which is like, okay, dude, alright. 25% chance to get a pink diamond. Still only a 10% chance to get a galaxy opal on VC only super packs. These cost I feel like I'm going insane. This costs over $50 to open 20 of these packs for a 10% chance at what is essentially a souped up current series card. That's insanity, man. Oh my god, please don't open these. Please, 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 please don't open these. If you even have like a partial inkling to open these, just stop, man. Just think for like 2 seconds. And I'm not trying to be like rude or condescending when I say that, but I really just mean stop and think for a second. Do you even want any of these cards? Or are you just doing this to make MT? Because both are reasons you should not open these packs. Because let's be honest, you're going to spend over $50, you're going to open 20 packs, and maybe, I would say at absolute maximum, you'll get maybe 2 or 3 opals, but honestly, you might not get any, right? And then you're not going to pull a dark matter. Oh, it's so annoying. It really is. Like, the fact that these aren't MT purchasable also is crazy to me. Like, it really is. Like, you're telling me that these playoff cards, by the way, they haven't done anything for the playoffs, right? Like, we didn't get any moments of the week, which, once again, astounding. We didn't get moments of the week. We haven't gotten moments cards, which I didn't expect moments cards. I did kind of expect a moments of the week situation, though. So there's no way to grind for these cards. There's like not an NBA playoff pack in, the token market. I mean, don't worry, there will be next season, but none of these things exist. No other avenues to get any of these cards really exist outside of the one locker code they gave out for an unauctionable version. And they're already selling super packs. These just came out, like, I don't even think they've been out for a full week. No, right? Maybe they've been out for a full week. I honestly don't know. When did these even drop? I feel like these dropped on Saturday. No, they haven't been out a full week. I thought they dropped on Tuesday. No, they dropped on Saturday. They've been out for like 5 days, and they're already selling them in super packs. I know this video is disjointed, and it's just me rambling because that's quite literally my intention. I'm so mad. I don't know why I'm mad, because I understand just the incompetence involved in the 2K offices. Now, let's talk, right, for a second. Are these the developers' fault? No. No. Anyone that has direct action or directly works on the game has no judgment on these things. Like, they have no power to either not implement or implement these things. These are orders that are being sent down from the top down, right? Due to, a lot of the higher ups needing to make those microtransaction bonuses and take more shirtless pictures, good stuff like that. So, yelling at guys like Mike Wang or like Six Man Sam it's counterproductive because honestly, those guys have no responsibility for this. Yes, I'm sure to a certain extent some of these guys do actually put the stuff into the game, but they're literally just following orders. Don't let them completely off the hook because the gameplay this year is horrendous. But in this particular instance, it's not their fault. That's basically just what I want to say. But please do not open these under any circumstances. Like, don't worry if you want a chance at these cards. They'll be in every single pack, possibly until the end of the game's lifespan. I'm not really sure what they're going to do with this, but I have a sneaking suspicion when, Dark Matters have, I was going to say good odds. Yeah, okay. Like 6 or 7% odds. I'm still going to be pulling playoff Dark Matters. I can just kind of feel that in my bones. So just wait until other promo packs that you actually want to open. Preferably don't spend any money on 2K whatsoever, but if you're going to do that, at least wait until it's a promo pack that isn't horrendous or like a super pack like this. Now, are these actually affecting the price of any of these cards? The answer is actually a very shocking no. No, they're not. I mean, there's definitely more of them up than there was yesterday, but it's not as many as you would expect. Like, you would expect there to be quite a few of these. But you would be wrong, actually. There's not as many as, and this is a good thing, by the way. I just want to point it out. Also, can we talk about how, for some reason, I know these cards are all carbon copies, but, like, why is Brook Lopez a carbon copy of the Brook Lopez that came out in, Season 2? Season 3? Why? You couldn't have made Brook Lopez just a wee bit better? Like, this type of shit I'm talking about. Like, are you for real? All right, I'm not saying that we need a Brook Lopez, right? I'm not. But, like, you're telling me he had to be identical to the Brook Lopez that came out in Season 3 for the TakeOver rewards. Like, he had to have Brook Lopez on slow. He had to have Joel Embiid dribble style. He had to be the exact same card. You couldn't have tweaked him a little bit. I don't know, dude. Gave him, like, 4 more Hoff badges and a jump shot that isn't slow as molasses. He couldn't have done that. Did Chris Middleton need to be the exact same as his Season 1 card? No, he didn't. Stuff like that. Like, there's no conceivable universe that at this stage, Bobby Portis, as much as I love Bobby Portis for beating up Nikola Mirotic, he should have more Hoff badges than Chris Middleton, dude. Pat Connaughton should not be out Hoff badging Chris Middleton. I'm sorry. It's just, it's frustrating. You know what I mean? Anyways. You would expect the market to go down on a lot of these guys, but it's not really the case. They're actually, I mean, maybe they've been doubled as far as like how many are actually available on the market, but just doubling them still means there's only like 11 of each of these cards up. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. Why is Jaylen Brown over 100K? He might be having a good game or something. It's just like, why is Malcolm Brogdon an Opal? Okay, why is he an Opal? And why does he have the Hoff badges of his Pink Diamond Bracket Buster cards? So stuff like that doesn't make any sense. Like, why is Al Horford an Opal? But, like, in the grand scheme of things, he's the same as his Pink Diamond Out of Position card. It's really dumb. I hate it. But even the more expensive cards, like, they're not coming down too much in value. Now let's talk, are these cards, like, possibly a good source of MT? Could be. Especially if you can identify guys that are likely to pop off and get an Evo. Obviously, we've seen like Jalen Brunson and like other cards get Evos. Even then, some of them really aren't getting that much better. I'm interested to see the Dark Matter situation. Like, when are one of these Dark Matters going to get an Evo? Because then that's going to be a little bit of a different situation. Like, then we're going to see like a pretty expensive card come out. But we'll see. Michael Porter Jr. I would take an Evo for Michael Porter Jr., honestly. Like, I'm not hoarding, I shouldn't say, but I have my cat that I have right now, and I could sell him for, like, 89K, which sounds pretty good. He's in my auctions, but I'm holding out hope that he gets an Evo one of these days, and I can sell him for way more. Is that going to backfire on me? More than likely. I mean, realistically, should you be taking monetary advice from a guy who looks like he sells weed outside of a roller skating rink? No, probably not. Shout out to all the OGs in this community, like when I had 60 subscribers that remember the Ruby Klay Thompson fiasco from 2K21. Shout out to those guys. If you don't know what that is, I remember I told everyone that they should pick up Ruby Klay Thompson because he was going to get XP. This is like in the very infancy of XP. And I was like, yo, you got to pick up Ruby Klay Thompson because he's been popping off. I don't remember what the context of this was. It was rock solid in here, though. And then it never ended up working, and everyone just wasted like thousands of MT on these Ruby Klay Thompson. That was the very last time I tried to do a market prediction, and it failed miserably. So, you know, just know, if you're wondering why I never do market predictions, bam, you got the answer. I hate these packs, man. I really do. I'm mad. De'Aaron Fox was he wasn't our first Opal to get it, but he got the dark matter treatment. So I'm waiting to see if some other people do. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Domantas Sabonis being used at 7-1 in game finally. That'd be nice. I don't know, man. 2K is just really bumming me out with the super packs. It would have been one thing if they, I don't know, man, put these out with MT purchasable. Like if they were like 10,500, they were the same as like the heroic set, which realistically you could just open the heroic set for that. But it would be ideal if they put them out the same way they used to back in how they should have rolled these out, even if they wanted to be pack exclusive, was if you remember back to 2K20, we had the way cheaper like current series packs. And then every so often, they would add limited time cards in those current series packs, right? Spotlight Sims was one of them, and I forgot they added something else in there. I think Moments cards might have been in there too. I'm not 100% sure. But they should have had those packs and then just continuously added like playoff performers in them, even if they wanted to be kind of scummy with the packs. I mean, I remember the odds weren't really that great for the 2K21s, but it's better than this, you know what I mean? That's how they should have done it. But you know, 2K, they can't do anything without making everyone irrationally mad, like myself. I really sent these dudes in for like a week for 1,000 MT, dude. Sick. Also, can we like update this? The exhibitions, can they get updated at some point, or is this just never gonna happen? All right, whatever, it doesn't matter. As always, it's been your friend Cheap Loots. I'll be back tomorrow. You know, bang bang. I'm gonna go play Ghostwire Tokyo and chill. I was gonna stream tonight, but honestly, I just don't feel like it. So I'll be back tomorrow. I think the homies are playing Among Us. I don't know if I'm going to. I might stream Ghostwire Tokyo instead and do this shit to Ghosts. Kind of excited for that. So have a good night.